this is Miss Becky with the Asheboro Public Library. Happy New Year! Did you get a lot of fun things over the holidays? How about Play-Doh? Did you get any Play-Doh? Well, if you didn't, and I didn't either, there's no need to worry because you can make some on your own with things that you have around the house. And I'm going to show you how to do that. That's why I'm at my kitchen table this time and not out on my porch. And you're just going to need a few things from around the house that I'm going to show you. And mostly we're going to have a fun time just playing. Okay, so all you're going to need for this simple Play-Doh recipe is you're going to need 2 cups of flour. I've just got all-purpose flour here, a cup of salt. We're going to also use 3 tablespoons of cream of tartar. And if you don't have cream of tartar, I read that you can also use lemon juice. We're also going to use 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil and 2 cups of hot water. You can also experiment with food coloring to color your dough. I also read that you can use Kool-Aid if you don't have food coloring. And here I've just got some essential oils and some vanilla and some spices. You can also play with those to give your Play-Doh a good smell. Okay, so we're going to start with 2 cups of flour. 1. 2. Then we're going to add 1 cup of salt. Then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of this cream of tartar. 1. 2. I think I have enough. 3. Now I'm going to stir that together. This is all our dry ingredients. Let's give it a good stir. Now I'm going to give it 1.5 tablespoons. That's 1. It's 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Okay, now we're going to gradually put in 2 cups of really hot water. And you'll probably want to get a grown-up to help you with this, especially if you use a teapot like I did to make your water really, really hot. I heard it works better if the water is really hot. So I'm just gonna gradually stir this in, start making my dough. Starting to look a little bit like Play-Doh. Put some little more in. You might find you might not have to put all the water in, you'll just kind of have to see what works best. If you make sure that it's cool enough, you can start mixing it with your hands, and that's kind of fun. So my Play-Doh feels a little sticky now, so I might add a little more flour to it. Or if your Play-Doh feels too dry, you can add a little bit more water to it. So mine feels a little sticky, so I think I'm just going to add a little more flour. Now it's starting to feel really good. So parents, this is also good just for hand strengthening exercises and pre-writing skills. Okay, now I think I'm going to divide up my Play-Doh into some different parts. Got some wax paper down now to protect my table. Maybe I'll try to make 3 different colors. So I'm going to make a little indent in each one. So this first one, I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow food coloring. Maybe just going to start with 1 drop and see how that goes. Now this might dye your hands, so you might want to wear some gloves for this part if you have rubber gloves. If not, you can just start moving it. Starting to see the yellow come through. So you can see it looks pretty yellow, even though I only used 1 drop of food coloring, so you don't really need a lot of that. I also happen to have a little bit of lemon essential oil, so I'm going to add a drop of that. And then need that into there. Guess you could also try a little bit of lemon juice too. It's starting to smell like lemons and look like lemon too. Yay, now I have lemon yellow Play-Doh. So for this next one, I think I'm going to try some orange. Just do 1 drop. And I might go ahead and use some orange essential oil since I have that one too. Kind of like to close it up on the inside and then mix it up a little bit on the inside first before it gets to the outside. I think on this one I'm going to add a little bit more orange because it's a little bit bigger piece of dough. And again, we're just sort of playing and having fun, experimenting and seeing what works best. It's starting to turn orange. Okay, here's my orange Play-Doh. If you don't have orange oil, you could also use pumpkin pie spice or cinnamon, maybe even vanilla. So this last piece, I think I'm going to make blue It started to feel a little bit dry, so all I did was add just a little tiny bit of water to on my hands, and then it got nice and doughy feeling again. Okay, so this time I'm gonna put a hole in it or a little dent in it and put some blue in there. I think I'll try 2. And I think I'll also put some lavender oil in it. Doop. There you go. Lavender is supposed to make you feel nice and relaxed, so this one will be maybe be my therapy dough. The blue's already got on my thumb a little bit, but that's okay. That looks kind of cool. So if you wanted to make purple, you would add a little bit of red food coloring. I don't have any red food coloring, but you could maybe experiment with that, or maybe have some red Kool-Aid that you'd like to try and put in there and see if it works. There's my blue Play-Doh. So I've got 3 kinds of Play-Doh. They all look good and they smell good. After you're done playing with your Play-Doh, you can just store it in a little sandwich bag. You try to get all like the extra air out of it. And then you can just keep it in your refrigerator and it should stay for a really long time. If it does get a little dry, you can always try adding a little water or oil to it. I hope you had fun making Play-Doh and just enjoying the process and having fun. Even if it didn't turn out the way you wanted to, it's still a good, fun activity, and especially on a day when you can't go outside and play, it's fun to have something to do to play indoors. So I know you'll think of something creative to do with your Play-Doh. If you do make any fun creations, I'd love to see them. You can send pictures to the asheborochildrensroom@gmail.com. I have another fun project planned for you in a couple of weeks, so I will see you in 2 weeks next time when we stick around. Bye.